framework today. We have rejigged it all so that you can get there faster. So if you want to learn about our Freedom Funnel framework and how you can use it to grow, share with you all the pretty pictures and everything and how we've actually made it more simple, made it more easy for you to follow the framework, because we're always iterating and making it better so that you can kind of check the speed, right? Alright, so hang on in, today's going to be a great one for Strategy with Selling, our weekly live.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day.
Hello, everybody. Okay, we are so close to kickoff. Today, I'm sharing with you the Freedom Funnel Formula, the 7-figure framework that will help you get to 6 or 7 figures in your coaching business. So if you're struggling to figure out what to work on and in what order, that's what today's going to help you with. So hang on in as we kick off in 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Your dreams tonight. So give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want. So keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. I got you wrapped around my finger, but don't you try to call me tomorrow. There's nothing personal in having a little fun. You wait and see if it's worth your while. So give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want.
All right, it's the Sparkle song. Yes, it is. We're about to kick off our weekly Strategy with Sally session. Come on in, join us on the live, and also tell us where you're joining us from. Are you a coach? Yes? Then put yes, coach, consultant, author, speaker. Let us know what it is you do in the chat.
Better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out.
What a great way to start the day with the Sparkle song.
Way too long.
Or end of the day if you're Liz.
And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're strong.
Welcome to Strategy with Sally. This is our weekly live. Let me know where you're joining us from around the world. In the dark room, in the Sparkle Dark Room, we've got our VIPs also joining us. Today, I wanted to share with you our revamped framework. You see, all programs go through different iterations, improvements, because as we work with clients, we get better and better and better at delivering our service. And what we've been able to do is over the years to dial it in, because we've been improving the method in which we help people since 2017, well, full time since 2017, but really it's come into focus in the last 2 years. And we keep iterating the program to make it a more seamless process, and also you can guess where you think people are going to get stuck inside of your framework, but you don't know 100% until people start going through the framework. So today is to share with you the revamped framework. It's a little shorter, it's a little cleaner, it's a little clearer, and it's got a few more words in it. It's a pretty picture that I want to share with you. So if you're listening to this over on the podcast and you cannot see the framework, I recommend that you go stalk down this episode on YouTube. So on YouTube, I forget what it's called, but we streamed it on the 6th of June, so around that time of 2023. So go stalk it down and you'll be able to see the revamped framework. Now, this is going out to our clients as well as the big wide world to see what it is that we do, but also I'm not just going to give you information and send you on your way. I'm going to give you actionable things, right? You know this about me. I don't hide much. Literally everything's out there on the interweb somewhere, but people pay for speed to get the framework in the right order with all the strategy, because honestly, you cannot teach what it is you do in a weekly live. You know, it takes a bit of time, and that's why people come in and they lean into the learning, and why they're successful is through repetition, immersion, and then modeling proven practices. So let me show you our revamped framework. Look at this. How sexy is it? Now, it looks the same. It's got a lot of colors, but we've chopped a little bit out. We've moved a couple of pieces around, and we've also added in our 3 magical words, which are build it, measure it, optimize it. So let's dive into each of the 3 sections. Are you ready to take a deeper dive and really get behind the scenes and see what makes a successful coaching business and all of the strategies and frameworks that you need to follow in order? Yeah? Excellent. All right. So the biggest thing with this framework is the 3 magical words. So the first one is to build it, right? That's our first one. Is we want to build it once and be done. That's a philosophy that we follow here inside the Sparkle world. Build it once and be done. Then you can continuously measure and then optimize. Yes, those sexy numbers, measure and optimize, because as a business, we cannot put our head in the sand and just expect that everything's going to be amazing if we do not measure and then optimize. So that's how we are constantly iterating, making things better. So let me walk you through the 7 major stages of the framework that I've discovered over time is the fastest path to profit when it comes to your coaching business. And it all begins with this one here. See it. See it. What is see it? It is your vision. It is your traction plan. Can I ask you a question? What will be the greatest thing that you ever do in life? No, not what you've done, but what you will do. Yeah, what is that greatest thing that you will do? Well, what it is becoming the person that you are truly capable of becoming. Your future depends on what you do today. So the best way for you to predict your future is for you to create it. And guess what? Your future self will totally thank you for the decisions that you make today. You see, with a vision, when you have a vision, it is, I believe, really the key to life. I know that's a pretty big statement, right? That vision is the key to life. But what vision does is it imposes discipline on you, okay? In essence, it really is the secret sauce to having discipline when it comes to our life. And life is a journey, isn't it? Yes, life is a journey, and every journey has a destination. And have you ever noticed, can I ask, have you ever noticed how many people are just stumbling their way through life? They're kind of hoping and praying that tomorrow will be better than it was yesterday. Who agrees? Yeah? Because they don't have a plan. They don't have a really clear destination on what they're heading towards. They're just kind of like randomly ad hoc living life. In essence, they have no vision. And everyone is heading somewhere in their life. But very few people are actually heading somewhere with purpose. Are you heading somewhere with purpose? Do you know what your vision is? Because vision will inspire discipline in you. Now, people are, I don't want to be too disciplined. I want to live free. Hang in with me as I share with you a couple of things around really getting clear on your vision. Have you ever watched like a young athlete and say a young girl and they're up there on the podium and they're winning a gold medal or even a silver or a bronze? Now, when you see their backstory, they didn't just, get up there on the podium and get the gold medal, right? When you look at their backstory, they were getting up at 4 a.m. in the morning. They were going to the gym at 5 a.m. They were working out for hours before they then came back home and then went off to their normal jobs or off to their school routine. All of that was because why? Because without a vision, there would be no reason to discipline themselves, right? With that vision, it allows them and helps them to get up at 4, to go to the gym at 5. So in essence, your vision has power, has real power. It has the ability to truly help you focus and also for you to see whatever sacrifices that it takes for you, it's totally going to be worth it. Because you, with a vision, are actually heading somewhere. You have a clear direction. You have a destination in mind, right? So a person or a woman or a man who lives without a vision actually lives quite a loose life, right? Quite a loose life. But a person with a vision lives quite a narrow life. Now, people with vision, their life actually becomes quite tight. Why? Now, don't think that this is going to stop you from doing things. It's because when you have a really clear vision, it actually just simplifies life. So what do I mean by this? When you truly capture a vision, right, it will simplify like everything. Because a vision controls then all of your choices after that. So once you know where you're going, you will automatically know what roads you are going to take, but also what roads you are not going to take. So do you understand that statement? Yeah, let me know in the chat. Do you understand that when you've got a vision, you will literally know what you need to do, but you automatically know as well what you do not need to do. So a vision will define what you do in your life, because vision, it's like your address. It's where you're heading. It is your destination. It's actually where we get the word destiny from, destination, because your destiny dictates your decisions. I want you to write that down. Your destiny dictates your decisions. And life just becomes simple. Business just becomes simple. Do you agree? Because if someone offers you something and it doesn't really align with or collaborate with or build towards your vision, have unity with your vision, it actually becomes easy to say no. You see, no is a complete sentence, and with a vision, it is much easier to say no. You see, without a vision, it actually makes it tougher for you to say no to things, because then life is just more complicated. So the clearer the vision, the fewer the options, but the easier it is for you to reach your destination. So I ask you, have you written down what your vision is? Everything starts with the vision. You have to know where you're going in order for you to be able to make a plan. So let me know in the chat, no matter where you're listening to this, even send me a DM if you're on the podcast. But do you have a clear vision? You see, here inside the Sparkle World, as a team, we actually sit down together for a few days, like 2 to 3 days, every 6 months. And we reassess the vision of the business together, because united we grow. And those people inside our program, you have the VTO. I highly, highly recommend that you go back and redo it every 6 months. Because what is clear today, with all the other things that come and go through your life, it starts to get a little murky again, and you need to reset your vision. It's never written in cement. It is written in sand. It will grow. It will change. It will evolve, just as you do as a human. So that's phase 1. You need that vision to then continue to move through this framework. So phase number 2 is, now we know where we're going. And if you're following me, it's because you want to transform lives. Am I correct? Let me know in the chat. Are you somebody who wants to transform lives? Now, don't be shy. Many eyeballs out there. Many, many eyeballs. I'm actually going to have a seat. Get my coffee. Let me know. Yes, transform lives, says Jenny. You want to help people. That's why you're here. That's why you're following the Sparkle World. You have something you want to teach people. Simple. All right. So once you have the vision, then you need to work out what is the signature method. And that aligns with your high ticket offer. So if we break down phase 2, which is design it, your signature method with your high ticket offer, if we come down here, you'll see that what a signature method is, it's a series of steps from A to Z that you take somebody through to the answer. So what is it that you help your people with? Let me know in the chat, what is it that you help people with? Once you know what you help them with, you then say, okay, we have the end destination in mind, how we make our people happy. Now, again, like our vision, we have the destination in mind and we reverse engineer it and we say, well, where are they stuck? Right? So they're down here and they're stuck. And what we do is we need to, through either our own life experience or through training in whatever field you're in, we have a number of steps that we help people through to get to the transformation. And those steps are made up of 3 major things. Okay, you are either going to help people with mindset. So some of these steps are going to help to shift people's mindset. Secondly, you help them with a tool set. With the tool set, what are the resources, the tools? How are you going to help them learn? And through a shift in mindset and gaining tool sets, they will develop a skill set that allows them to get to the transformation. So as you plan out each of the major steps that you're taking people through, this becomes what I like to call your signature method. So this up the top here is our signature method. It's 7 major steps that help people through our method, right? And then under each of these methods are lessons. What do you think? Methods and lessons, and really it's just modules and lessons to get people through each of the major hurdles. So each of these lessons give them a focus and a goal which moves them through mindset development, tool set development, and a skill set to help them jump over the hurdles to eventually make their way all the way to the transformation. Now, you do not need to overcomplicate it, because the method will evolve and develop over time. What I see a lot of people doing is spending months, even years, developing their online course, their method, their framework, and never actually selling it. The only way you can ensure that the method is improving is sell it. Right? You need to sell it and have people going through it, and it gets better and better and better. Our program has been through 4 major iterations over the time. Right? We've just gotten better at what we do, faster at what we do, and therefore we learn through our clients. So that is your design it phase. So in this section, I want you to think of between 4 to 6 major stepping stones that you will take people through. And then what are 4 to 6 little lessons you can help them to get over the major milestones? All right, so that is the design it phase, the signature method linked to the high ticket offer. Now, the next thing is, now we have this amazing method which is linked to a high ticket offer. And if I show you how this becomes a high ticket offer, it's because if you have this signature method that you're taking people through, if I take you down here, I'll show you. You have, here's that person over here who's struggling, they buy your program, they go through your signature method, and then they come out the other side and they're all transformed. So this signature method is like your online course, okay? But what makes it different is when people pay, what they're paying for is for accountability. So they're paying for ACE. They're paying for accountability. They're paying for community. And they're paying for enhanced opportunity, which means more time with you, more time learning from the person in the know, right? So with that, once that you know that's what they're paying for, let's just get rid of that. When you know that's what they're paying for, then what you can do with this signature method is you put this into an online course. Okay, so this is the course. This is the steps, the lessons that you take people through. Then inside the online course, through working with people, they're going to have questions, they're going to get stuck, and this is where we add an FAQ section inside of our online course. So when things keep coming up over and over and over again, we add it to the FAQs. And then eventually what the FAQs do is they improve the method. Okay, so their FAQs will then come back up and improve the method. And then you'll probably iterate your program. Now this, once built, is sort of kind of evergreen, but of course the FAQs will help the program improve over time, and this is where iteration comes in. Now, this is the other second part, that ACE, accountability, community, and enhanced opportunity, that comes in. So what they get, as well as the signature method, they also get community, right? So they're not going at it alone. Together we rise. I actually have a sticker. Look. Together we rise. They learn better through that. And then through that, you also do live Q&A. And through the live Q&A, you're going to learn so much more, right? And then both the community and your live Q&A are going to improve, right, your system. So through the community, through the live Q&A, you're going to build all these FAQs that are then going to enhance the online program. Does that make sense? Are we following with all my squiggles and all my lines and all my drawing on the whiteboard? Get your tippy tap fingers out, come back to me and let me know. Can you see how we can create this high ticket offer all wrapped around one online course? We can then also include our online coaching. The thing we love to do is work with people. Yes? Excellent. Good. Come on, more tippy taps. I see a few of you, but honestly, come back. Okay, so once you've designed out your signature method, your high ticket offer, we then need to build a vehicle to get people to us. And that's when we move into phase number 3, the build it phase. And in the build it phase, this vehicle that we're building is a little bit of this. A little bit of this signature method. We pull a little piece out, we stick it over here, and we make a little mini A to Z. They get a taster of what it is inside the larger program. Now this over here, your signature method, this is not what you get known for. What you actually get known for is this. this little piece that you pull out and you create a vehicle to bring people to your program. And the way that I highly recommend that you do this is through lives, right? Your lives can be the vehicle to get people to your high ticket program. Now, whether that live is a 4-hour webinar, a 3-day, a 5-day, a half day, a full 3-day, that little mini A to Z, it just means that each of those 3 to 5 things that you teach, you get to expand or reduce the amount that you teach based on the size of the little gift box that you put it in. Because this little mini A to Z is what I like to call your freebie, right? And in return for the freebie, people pay you with an email address. When they give you their email address, what they're saying to you is, I have that problem. I need help. Here, let me give you my email address so I can learn the little mini A to Z from you. And through that learning of the little mini A to Z, they then will cut a check for speed because they want to get there faster. People pay for speed. There is not a lack out there of tools, right? There are so many tools out there. You can literally Google anything and there's a recipe of some sort out there. But what people will pay for that they do not get through Google is ACE, accountability, right? Community and enhanced opportunity. And when they pay, they play. You see, it isn't the act of actually signing up. So the act of signing up does not make you successful. The act of showing up is what will make you successful. So at the beginning, they will sign up. And by them signing up, it's at least getting at the top end of the funnel a lot of people signing up, okay? Not everybody will be ready to buy from you today. But through continuously leveraging what we build, the work we do today will affect our bank accounts in 3 to 6 months' time. So through the build it phase, there is 2 major things that you must do. One, you need to first pick a live training out of your larger program. I recommend a 3 or a 5-day training. And the reason for that is it's more forgiving. It allows you to test more of your content. It allows you a break between each of the daily trainings to reassess. And if something didn't work, you can fix it the next day. Whereas in a webinar, you got to be on point. You need to know exactly what it is that you're doing, what is resonating with your people, what their objections are. And if you're not 100% sure yet, then do it live with real humans first. They will help you to define it. Second part, as well as the live training, what vehicle? How do we collect all this information? Well, you need technology, guys. You can't avoid it. Yes, if you are growing an online coaching business, you need online tech tools. You need a tech stack. Okay? Now, it doesn't matter what tech you choose, but what I recommend that you do is choose technology that is scalable. Because if you choose technology that you're going to outgrow, what's going to happen when you outgrow it? You're going to need to learn it again. You're going to need to measure it again. You're going to need to build it again. And don't we want to build it once and be done? And then all we're doing is just tweaking it, optimizing it, iterating it. That's the goal. It makes business predictable. It makes life easier. Now, the tech I recommend is good quality tech, but at the end of the day, I'll tell you, I'll be 100% honest with you, it's about $10 a day. Really, if you think that spending $10 a day on your business is too much money, then I just suggest go and do something else. Because I want to be honest with you, $10 a day to run an online business with your technology, which is like your bricks and mortar and I say your staff in a box. If you don't want to spend and invest that money in setting up your systems right, then please go and follow somebody who's telling you that you don't need tech. I don't know who they really are because they're probably using tech and just using marketing strategies and a shiny ball to tell you that you don't need it, but you do. All right, so we've now gone through 3 major phases. One is phase 1, the vision phase, the phase in which you can see where you're going. Phase 2 is the design it phase. So that is what it is you do to help people. Okay. This phase number 3 is to build it. Let's take a little piece out there, teach it to people, make that the vehicle to get them to your high ticket offer. And we do that through technology, through the tech that we use. All right, now we've built, that's the biggest part, okay? These first 3 things before we can start working with people. Then we also need to build your marketing message. So now we are clear or clear-ish, okay, because we're always iterating, what our method is, what the live event is. We start working on the messaging. Now, we're always reviewing the messaging. It gets better. It changes. As we grow and change, so does our messaging, just like our program. And we begin to market. Now, this is where we have to choose how we are going to market. There are 2 major ways to do marketing. One, organic, which means you have to choose between 2 major things when it comes to your marketing. You either are going to give up your time or you're going to give up money, which saves you time. Now, in regards to the time factor, this could be seeking out joint venture partners. This could be, posting on social. It could be doing a podcast. Now, all of these things take your time. I like to call it pounding the pavement. It's like walking around, knocking on doors, trying to find the right people. You don't know who's behind the door, but you've got to knock on the door, right? It's kind of like walking down a busy street of houses and putting a flyer in an envelope, in a letterbox, and hoping that the right person's behind the door, right? Is it that stay-at-home mum who wants to lose the baby weight doing the yoga? You don't know. So you've got to go out and you've got to go wide, and it takes a lot of time. Secondly is you can pay. And the cool thing about paying is we can actually choose who we want to put our message in front of. Now, when you build a funnel, okay, when you build your marketing tech, it's made up of a landing page, okay, where we're going to collect the email. And then after they give us their email, they end up on a thank you page. And usually we put a little video on here. Congratulations, thanks for getting the thing, right? So what we need is we've got to get eyeballs onto this page, okay? That's a okay eyeball. We've got to get eyeballs onto the opt-in page. Then they've got to a human's got to take an action, get their tippy-tap fingers out and type in their address to then get to the thank you page. Now, once they get to the thank you page, we know they are now what we classify as a lead. Now, to see if this landing page is working, we need to eyeballs to hit that landing page to make an informed decision. So if you think about it, if you are running the math on a poll or a survey, if you only surveyed 5 people and all 5 people said water makes you sick, does water really make you sick? You just probably haven't interviewed enough people, right? So we still need to get 200 people to that page to see if it's converting. And what we're looking for here is a 20% conversion to email. So for 200 people that opt in, that means that we should have 40 emails or 40 humans that view the thank you page. And if that doesn't happen, then there's something wrong with this page. And we can't just throw everything out. We just need to tweak it to make it better, right? Now, how long do you think through using joint venture partners, podcasting, posting across social, how long do you think it would take you to get 200 people to click the link to view the opt-in page, the landing page? A fair amount of time. Or you can pay and get 200 people there faster so we can make an informed decision. The same as when people are like, how much have I got to spend on ads to get 200 people? Well, we've got to turn them on to work out how much is it costing you to get an eyeball on the page? And then how much is it costing you to get them to put their email address in? Then we can make a decision. But depending on whether you're in B2B or B2C, we've got some generic, broad, sweeping numbers that we try to goal for. We can't guarantee that, but we've got some broad-ish numbers. So a B2C, we're looking at between sort of the $6 to $12 to $15 mark. And a B2B, we're looking at around sort of the $10 to $25 mark. Okay, but make an average. I always like to overestimate. So as you can see, the marketing part, right, the fillet phase is going to take a bit of work, but we only have to build those pages once and then we just keep tweaking them, iterating them until we get the numbers we want. Then what? Well, then we move into phase 5. Now we've got those beautiful humans on our list. They're following us. They're stalking us. They're going through all the things on social, hunting us down. Who's a stalker out there? Let me know. You go and randomly searching for our stuff across social. It's out there somewhere. It's hidden in all sorts of places. But then you need to sell it. Okay, when you sell it, you're not only selling it, but you also have to measure as well. So off the back end of the marketing, we set up a sales campaign because not everybody's ready to buy from you straight away. So as we move to the sales component, what we would love to see you do is choose one way to sell. And what we recommend that you begin with is sales calls. I know you're going to go, no, I don't want to talk to people. But baby, when you speak to people, you will learn so much. You will iterate faster. You will see where they get stuck more because you will listen more than you speak. You see, a sales call is really your opportunity to speak to somebody who wants your help, and then what you can control is giving them resources, supplying them with information until they are informed enough to make the decision if you are the right fit for them. You see, you cannot control their credit card. You cannot hold a gun to their head and make them put that credit card into the computer. So remove the emotional connection to the outcome of trying to get people. What you want to do is focus on helping people, because selling is helping. I want you to write that down if sales scares you, right? Selling is helping. When people pay, they play. They have said, I am going to do the thing. I'm going to get this transformation. I am ready. And I want you to be my guide. I want you to be my guide. You see, they are the hero of their own story. You are just the guide, the person to show them, to bring together a community, accountability, and an enhanced opportunity. And we can build this out again with some technology. We set up some automated follow-up systems so that we can spend the time in the areas that we want. We want to save as much time through leveraging our tech stack. And through this stage, we are hoping for a goal of 20% to begin with. Of every person you speak to, you have a 20% closure rate. That is the bare minimum. You couldn't get bigger and higher than that. We have aspirations for you to get to 40 and 50%. And that for you is actually easier because you know your product. It's actually harder when you start hiring a sales team to get them above the 20%, but just you knowing what you know and then learning a very simple framework around how to have a conversation that doesn't scare people away or, makes them get that little itty bitty shitty committee out on their shoulder saying, you can't do it. No, who are you to say that you can do the thing? No, you failed in the past, right? That little itty bitty shitty committee. What you are doing is you're showing them and guiding them, but you're using a strategy. Strategy behind everything, strategy first and foremost for everything that you do. There's always a strategy. So once you move through this phase, right, you've done the sell it, you're continuously measuring, you're improving. With our clients, we even watch their sales calls and we give them tips of where they may have sort of strayed from the framework or said certain words that may have scared people away. Yeah. All right. Now, once we've sold it, now here's the kicker, guys. Now we have to deliver it. Now, why do I say this is the kicker? Because I don't actually want you to do this. I don't want you to build your course now. Okay, you can put a few things in it and we guide you on how to choose what to actually put in it so when people join, they're not entering nothing world. But I've sold an idea many times. Many courses I have sold with just telling them this is step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get you to the result. Would you like me to be your guide? And then what I do is I teach the thing that I'm good at. You see, the thing that you were put on the planet to do is the thing that you actually are really good at doing. This becomes just you doing you. All of the stuff we've done up until now, a lot of that, you weren't actually taught how to do this in school. You weren't shown how to build a business and the steps you need to go through. But the thing that you've worked out through your life, through your experience, through your training, that becomes your delivery method, right? This is your signature method. Now, we build, again, technology to help you onboard, but we also have more human to human connection at this phase because why? People have paid for accountability, community, and enhanced opportunity. And you teach it live the first time. So this course that you built down here, right? This online course, you teach it for the very first time. You do this live. Then you stick it in an online program and you just look after your community up here, which then feeds into your Q&As, which then helps you to improve your method. So through the onboarding process, first we teach it live, and then we're constantly in this phase, we're improving our onboarding process, because at the end of the day, I'm not getting people to sign up because I want their money. I have people signing up because I want them to be successful. I want them to do the thing. Sometimes I'm like, I want to shake them. Just do the thing. All the steps are there. Just do the thing. Trust the process. I can imagine you are probably the same with your clients. Surprisingly, the more they pay, the better results you get out of your clients. That's why having a high ticket is better, because when they pay, they're more likely to show up. If they pay $47, chances are they may not turn up. If they pay $3,000, chances are they're more invested. They're going to show up. So we deliver it, we teach it live, and then we will consistently iterate our program. And we have slightly iterated our program recently, actually in the last few weeks. We've just made it better. Now, that here is the main step of the build it phase, okay? So the first major build it phase will take you through your vision, your high ticket offer, your live event and tech stack, your marketing, and your sales. These are the things that you are going to keep measuring and optimizing over time. Now, the delivery, right, of this, it doesn't change as fast as the first 5 phases. So what we recommend that you do is every month have a focus, right? So, and then twice a year, you have the same focus. So every January, myself and my team get together, we do a team vision traction planning session. We actually do it over 3 days, and we've got another one planned for July. So we do it twice a year because things got a bit murky in the last 6 months. Then we reassess our high ticket offer once a year. What questions have come in? What can we make better? We've run our live event, the same live event on repeat. We don't have to come up with new content. We just get better at it, right? We're improving our tech. We're improving our messaging, our marketing, our sales. Then the last phase is your scale it phase. This is when we can start to go evergreen. I love evergreen. You know, I bought a course that was going to teach me how to evergreen, thinking, yay, I've been doing this live thing for a while. You can just go straight to evergreen. Funny thing, when I got to the inside of the course, guess what they tell you to do before you can go evergreen? You got to do it live. The same as when I bought Digital Course Academy with Amy Porterfield. You're best to do it live because you'll get more feedback, more results, more answers faster to help you measure and optimize to improve. So once you go evergreen, what we do is this little guy here, it's now converting. We know it works. We're getting the numbers. We're hitting our KPIs. Now we don't have to deliver it live all the time. I still recommend that you do it a couple of times a year to be with your people, going through it, making sure everything's still resonating, plus you grow and change over time as well. But this can go evergreen. So now, rather than going from an opt-in to a thank you page, right, where you've got a little video and then you're sending them through to a live training. Okay, so over here might be like a little Facebook group or something that you're sending them through to. Now what you're doing is you're just sending them to the training to consume. And this training here, this one, what you want to do is it can come in all different sizes. So you could have a larger program, right? That is, oops, what's going on here? Why am I not? There we go. A larger gift, right? Which is your 5-day. Now this one is converting awesome. So what are we going to do? We're going to pull out the best bits and let's just make a smaller gift. A smaller vehicle, maybe it's a 90-minute masterclass, right? Masterclass. We're finding the best bits, the stuff that works the best. And then we test this little one live a couple of times. And guess what? Then you get to, when it's converting well and the funnel's working well, you get to evergreen it. And then eventually you've got different versions of the same training. Now, you see, this does not happen overnight. What I've shown you does not happen overnight. What I recommend that you do is, especially phases 1 through 5, is you're coming back to these at least once every 6 months, reassessing them. And inside our program, we have a focus every month on which stage you should be focusing on. And we run, well, here, this is something for our people out there that we haven't announced publicly. Well, looks like I'm about to. Starting next month, we are starting GSD days, get shit done days, where you're going to roll up your sleeves in a group together and do one of the phases again. Because your vision will change, your offer will get better, your live event will get tweaked, your messaging will improve, your sales will get better, overcoming objections will get better. Can you see? This is actually a very simple framework. But what it takes is consistency. And also what it takes is for you to truly have discipline, to have a vision of where you're going. So when things get tough, maybe you don't have a great live event, remember where you're going. You will fail forward. You will learn from your mistakes. So what I want to do now is I'm going to come across to the VIPs, and they will notice there's been a slight shift in the phases. Not a great shift, but we've moved a couple of things around because we noticed where people were getting stuck and where we could make them move a little faster. But honestly, what our program is for you, it's like a buffet. All of you are at different stages. What you need to do is choose the thing that you personally need to work on the most, and then go all in on that for 30 days. Do I need to improve my signature method? Do I need some time sitting and mapping things out? Do I need to reassess my vision? Is it still the same as it was 6 months ago? How are my sales calls going? Do I need to review those? What am I converting at? So I want you to put on your actual business hat and start to take it seriously. And the biggest things I want you to do is this: focus on the build first, and then the measure and optimize. That's where the gold is. Measure and optimize. And it's through your vision that's going to hold you on path. Now, what we've covered so far is literally a high-level overview with some great tips and strategies for you on how to actually create this for yourself. So get out your tippy-tap fingers and let me know what would be your biggest takeaway from this lesson. This is the behind-the-scenes look of how to get to 6 and 7 figures. When you focus on one method, one live event, one way to sell, one clear message, one traffic source, and then just choose those one things and then dial them in. Which of these things are you most excited about? Which area do you need the most improvement in? You see, what I've shared with you here today really will allow you to go and take and implement and get results. You can. So for those of you who are ready, I want you to choose the area. Let me go. Come back to me if you're multitasking. Come here. Let me know. Be totally honest with me right now. Which is the area from the major phases that you need to work on? Come on, VIPs. I see many eyeballs out on the live stream as well. So come on. Messaging. I love it. Good on you. I like the honesty. Defining my method. Talking to clients and messaging. Thank you, Liz. Okay. So find the thing and go all in on that. But you've got to start working with people. So get that ask into gear. Okay, now for those of you who would like this to go even deeper, we do have a full 3-day GSD event happening actually next week. If you want to roll up your sleeves and go deeper into this, get more accountability, more community, and a longer enhanced opportunity with myself and Team Sparkle, you have the opportunity to join us for a 3-day event. We're going to help you with your vision, your method, your live event, your tech stack, your messaging, your marketing. We're going to dig deeper and create that 3 to 5 day vehicle to get people to your offer. So before we begin the live event, I'm so excited because we have brand new tech, which is all gamified. It's a fun platform. So you'll be able to log in and check in like a real live event, right? So there's going to be an amazing human on the other end there to help you check in. Plus, I can already see some of our clients are starting to, and those who have already purchased our early bird tickets that are still available, swag's already starting to arrive in the post. So if you have already got your swag, please head to the Freedom Funnel Formula Facebook group and post photos of you wearing your swag and all the fun stuff. But what we're going to cover in the 3 days is we are going to build, let's go to this colored pen over here. We're going to begin on day 1 with the build it phase. Okay. We're going to look at your vision for yourself, for your business, for your family, and we're going to then align it with your signature method, okay, which becomes your high ticket offer, okay? So we'll put your signature method into what we call your high ticket offer. So you've got your free, your high ticket offer, and then if you do one-on-one, we'll talk about that as well. But all roads will lead to your high ticket offer. We're also going to help you define who your dream client is, because you need one irresistible offer, right, which I like to call your high ticket offer. Secondly, you need one dream client. So who is that one dream client that really wants to go from free to your high ticket offer? They're like, yes, please. That's me. I'm a mum who wants to lose baby weight, doing Pilates and eating vegan. I'm a 40-plus-year-old with pelvic floor issues and I want to exercise, but I'm too embarrassed. So help me with my pelvic floor. Or I'm a new puppy mum and I need to help train my puppy from peeing in the house. Who is your dream client? Then we're going to look at and finish the day with your tech stack. So I'm going to show you what we use. You can choose to use what you like, but we're going to show you not just what we use, but we've modeled proven processes and we use the same software as people who are in startups right through to like Tony Robbins. Okay. I know Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi uses the same software we use, but also startups are able to afford, like I said, $10 a day. If that's a problem, then come back later. And then, of course, our VIPs who do upgrade will get a debrief, okay? So on the end of day 1, we are going to debrief all of this, break it down, do some more Q&A, kind of wine time with Sally, or cocktails and mocktails, depends on where you are in the world. So at the end of day 1 of your GSD workshop, your Get Shit Done workshop, then on day 2, what we're going to do is we're going to move to measure. All right, measure it, day 2. So with the measure it option, what we're going to do is really unleash the magic of simplicity. I want you to brace yourself because I'm going to give you some pretty mind-blowing insights on how you can really gauge your processes and also then to fine-tune your strategies so you can truly reach for the stars and sparkle. All right, so we're going to really dive deeper into the one thing. We're going to look at automation, follow-up systems through a guest speaker who will be joining us. And then also we'll go a little deeper into the Freedom Funnel formula that we've just shared with you today. Then we're going to end the day. So once we begin by looking at measuring, then we're going to look at the one thing, which then also helps us to lead into automation. And then the automation helps us to go to the follow-up. So as we can see, we're really moving into like that stage 5 of the sales. And then after that, we will then go into some laser coaching. So we'll end the day with some laser coaching. We'll get you to submit your questions. We will go through them and we'll choose the questions that really will help everybody in the room. And you'll get to come in and I will laser coach you, right? I know there are not many things I'm really good at in this life, but I am effing amazing at creating signature methods, automation and tech, and sexy numbers, okay? Don't ask me to make a surfboard. Don't ask me how to make candles. I can't do that. But I can literally pull all the shit out of your brain, all your life experience, and put it back together in a signature method. I'm really good at it. Really good at it, right? And then what we're going to do is on day 3, we're going to move to optimize it. Right? We can't finish the day without optimizing it. And this is where you're now going to take all the messaging, your dream client, your high ticket offer, and we're going to create a PAG, which is a program at a glance, which is literally, it's your little vehicle, right? It's that vehicle that you're going to build to get those people to you. So what is that little mini A to Z that you're going to pull out? And I'm going to give you the framework. So whoever's been through any of our live challenges, our live events, I'm going to show you the strategy behind it. And I know a lot of you struggle with this, so we're definitely including this, is how to overcome objections. Okay, so we're going to look at the art of enrollment, okay, and also how to overcome objections with ease, so that you can do it without feeling salesy, sleazy, or gross. And honestly, it's not rocket science. It's just a framework. And we have the amazing Jackie in as well on the 3rd day, who's going to be doing money mindset. She has a really cool activity that we do with our clients every 12 weeks. So, and it's an experience that you go through around money and what it means to you and what may be holding you back from actually charging high ticket. So if you're somebody who's struggling to charge what you believe the value of your program is worth, because I always like to ask you, do you believe that the value you provide in your program is aligned with the value is the price point aligned with the value that you offer? And if not, I would say see Jackie. It's a super powerful session that will have you shifting your beliefs around money and really tapping into your own personal growth around how you see money and how you think about money. And then, of course, we're going to fill it. We're going to talk about, there are really, in the fill it phase of learning all of these methods, there are really sort of 3 main areas that you can dial in. We talked about organic and paid, but there's also nurture as well. And we're going to really show you, depending on what stage of business you are in, where you should be spending your most amount of effort. Where can you get 80% of your results with 20% of your effort? So if you're worried about, getting bums in seats to this live event and filling that event, this is where we'll get you covered, because then we're going to also create a 90-day plan to take everything that you've done over the 3 days and have actionable steps moving forward. Because you see, we don't want to see you get to the end of the 3 days and then just go back to the weeds, to not implement the things that you've done. You will get more done in our GSD workshop in 3 days than you've probably gotten done in the last 3 months, if not 3 years, we've heard clients say when they've come through these. Now, this is actually our inaugural, what we're calling our Sparkle Live event on Live Event. So it's Sparkle Live #1. And for those of you who join us, we've actually created some pretty cool little swag that actually costs us more than the ticket price to send to you. But that's because we really want to make this an ongoing event that we run a couple of times a year. And again, just like I'm teaching you how to deliver great content and get better at it, same as this event. We're pulling out the best bits from our program. And for a mere today, $97 or $197 for the VIP option, you're going to get a full 3 days with myself and my team. I mean, it's really a no-brainer. So if you'd like to join me in the Sparkle Live event on virtual events or live events, where you can really get results faster and easier, you're really going to cut a check for speed. We're going to give you some hand-holding. You see, only you can do the work, but you don't have to do it alone. So claim your spot. Lock in a ticket today for the inaugural Sparkle Live #1. Just head to sparkleclassacademy.com, Sparkle Live. Grab yourself a seat. I can't wait. We are already getting photos of people sharing that their swag has arrived in the post. So I don't want you to miss a moment. We'll be kicking off next week. And, at the moment, there is early bird ticket prices. So please grab yourself a spot. If you're all in, type "I'm all in" the chat or wherever you're watching this. Tell us that you're in. I can't wait for you to join myself and my team where, literally, it's not a big group of people. I don't expect it to be a massive group. We're not really paying for marketing this time around. It's going to be a beautiful, intimate setting. It's just people who know us already for this first event. So if you don't want to miss out and you want even more enhanced opportunity with us at a crazy reduced price, then grab your tickets today. All right, I'm going to head on over. Can we get some of the VIPs to turn their camera on? I would love to hear. You've seen the new framework. What is, we've got over here, Jenny says she's building and decision making. Liz says talking to clients and messaging. Facebook user, we can put that one on the screen. Facebook user says definitely the first phase, the vision. So important, so important. Also, we've got another Facebook user says, I can't imagine even booking 5 calls. Need to go listen to day 3. You certainly can go back to day 3. Another Facebook user says, I'm so glad you are live. I miss so much of the challenge. Well, this is just a little something different, actually. This isn't what the challenge was. The challenge was something different. Hey, Scarlo's out there on the live stream. Hey, beautiful. All right, my loves. So, Liz, what would you say is your key takeaway from today? And I loved it today, Liz, watching you dance with the countdown dance party. And cooking dinner apparently at the same time. So can you turn your camera on? Liz, calling old Liz.
Oh, I can't
Okay.
turn my camera on, but
That's okay.
I love the way you have simplified the method. I just love it. This is the first time I've seen it since you've shown the simplified version.
Yay, thank you. I'm so pleased. Yes. Just moved messaging further down because it was slowing people down, cleaned it up a little, and and added a few more little arrows and things in. Thank you, Liz. I really love that. It's a little clearer now. So, yeah, I guess I'll change the introduction video to the Freedom Funnel Academy now. What about you, Jenny? What did you like best about today?
Yeah, hi Sally. I love your training because when I first started with you, it was all just so overwhelming, and it's just starting to make sense now, and that feels really great. Going through the plan again and knowing, where I'm up to, which areas I'm sort of, still struggling with. Yeah, I think it's a great plan, and I'm excited. I've already signed up for the 3-day event,
Oh,
and
yay. Yes, you have.
I've already sort of got a plan of me being able to focus on that one particular area with you, and so every time I go to work on something, I go, oh no, I'm saving that for the live event, and so staying focused on what I am doing right now.
Awesome.
So, thanks for your training.
Yeah, you're welcome. What about Jackie? Because I know Jackie's been off in NLP training for the last 2 weeks while I've been revamping. Is Jackie there? I know this in the morning. She's in the VOZ right now. But I know in the morning sometimes Jackie's probably talking with our clients right now. But I just thought I might pull her up if she's there. That's okay if she's not. I know she'd be out messaging our clients right now, following up with them. All good. All right, we're going to go dark anyway. I better do that because we have more things to do. So we have already, I was going to call out the list of people that have registered, but I've lost my list. So we've got a few awesome people, and I'm getting I'm getting messages left, right and center for deliveries. So a lot of the deliveries of the swag have been coming through, and I've been seeing those hit my inbox. So, and I think I saw a few photos showing up. So please post your swag photos for the Sparkle Live event inside of the Facebook group. We can take some screenshots and make up a photo wall. Inside the new software, there's going to be a really fun photo wall as well that we're going to be able to populate and you get points for. And I can't wait to share the new software with you. All right, what was I doing? I was going here to find the people that have who are joining us. I cannot find them. That's okay. We're going to go dark. I'm going dark to help our clients because we've still got time together, another hour or more, to go through strategy. So if you are a client out there on the live stream, it's time for you to come on in now to the VOZ so we can look at your numbers, look at what you're working at, and set your plan for the week. All right, guys, never let anyone dull your sparkle. I will see you all on the next live, which will be, well, I don't know. We've got a few more lives coming this week, so keep stalking your email. All right, guys, never let anyone dull your sparkle. I will see you on the next live. Bye.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.